Welcome to the S3DB API webcast. This session is intended to demonstrate how you can use the S3DB API to access data remotely through any programming environment. The first step is to log in your account. You need first to create a key. You do this by going to Keys and either type in a sentence that you might memorize, just generate a random key by hitting the New Key button. You can have several keys. All of them have an expiration date. They are only useful till that date. If you copy your key, you can now log out. And just as a demo of the simplicity of S3DB, I will show you how to use this right on the browser. So if you erase the URL up to the root of S3DB and type in S3QL instead, and then you put your key in as argument, this will give you a listing of all the projects where you have access to. You can build more complicated queries by adding another argument, and you build your S3QL query with XML tags. So the syntax is very similar to that of SQL. You just type in the select that you want, and you need to specify where that select will be performed. Possibilities are projects, rules, classes, instances, statements, but you can find all of these instructions on s3db.org. This will perform a simple query on the rules. You can further on specify where in your query you want the data to be found. Using this API, you can run it through your favorite programming environment and immediately have access to the wealth of data that S3DB gives you. Now, the standard output, the default output, is an HTML table, but you can change this and select, say, tab delimited file. This will give you your data separated in a nice tabular format that most programming languages can deal with. The instructions on how to use the API and example queries can be found on s3db.org under documentation. You can either perform select, insert, or edit and delete queries, and you can even use the API to manage your files. You can perform select queries on a number of resources from projects, rules, etc. And there's also the possibility of using the SQL functions for that. Thank you for staying with us. This was the final webcast on S3DB.